Hi everyone, I am Sailor Solitaire. Welcome to your mid-July 2017 tarot reading. This is really exciting stuff. This is the mid-month of the mid-year. And I hope that you're all doing well. We did just have a full moon in Capricorn. And I feel like that was really good energy for a lot of signs. For me personally, I have my moon in Capricorn in the 6th house. So it was a bit, cathartic, to say the least. And now I do feel like, things are looking a lot more positive, a lot brighter. So hopefully you guys are riding that same wave as well. If not, stay tuned. We'll see what the rest of this month has in store for you guys. So don't worry. And if you haven't already watched your July 2017 tarot reading, don't forget to watch that. I will link it at the end of this video as well as in the description box below. As always, I hope you guys enjoy this reading. I hope you find value in it. And let's get started. Alright, Aquarians. Oh, this Hermit card in reverse showing up. I'm not sure if you guys had this card recently. I do feel like you may have. And with this Hermit card in reverse, I do feel like this is you needing time alone, needing to organize your thoughts, but not really getting the opportunity to do so. So I feel like, you may be feeling irritable. You may not be feeling quite like yourself. And if you're wondering why and you can't really put your finger on it, try to get away, try to recharge your battery, try to pamper yourself a little bit, maybe a mini spa day, or maybe just some time to, again, read a book or meditate, something to get yourself back in alignment with yourself, align those chakras, get in touch with yourself and your inner voice, instead of kind of being muddled by all the energies and all the voices of other people. Try to really just find that time to yourself and doing what you want to do so that you just, refuel your batteries. All right. Let's see what the cards want to say to you, Aquarians. All right, so the first card giving an indication of the overall energies that you will be faced with for the rest of July. We have 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so 5 of Pentacles. Pentacles has to do with earth energy. So this is, matters related to the home, to your finances, to work. So I do feel like some of you are away from work. You guys are, some of you may have literally lost a job. Some of you are just, temporarily out of work, away from work. You're feeling the effects of not working, maybe of unemployment. You guys are really feeling a bit drained, a bit without. You're lacking in that sense in material possessions, material gains, in finances. You guys are really suffering a little bit in that department. Your spirituality and your livelihood may very well be the opposite. You may be peaking in that sense. You may be spiritually fulfilled and you could have more, you could have an abundance of positivity. But I do feel like with this card, for the rest of July at least, you're going to be feeling the effects of lacking in the material world, in the physical, tangible, concrete world. So, you have these two people kind of out in the cold, and that's how you may feel when it comes to your possessions, or with, just being comfortable at home. You guys are really feeling like you guys could have a lot more. You guys could be happier in that sense. And I do feel like some of you may be, struggling a little bit, which is obviously not something that you want to hear. It's not something that you want to be experiencing or going through. But I do feel like, again, the spirituality of this may be your saving grace. It could be getting you through. And I do feel like when times are rough, and life is ups and downs, it's all about that roller coaster sometimes. And if things are a bit unstable, unsteady right now, and you're at a low in terms of your finances, then try to balance it out with your spirituality, with your happiness, with things that money really can't buy. Try to do something, try to keep your heart open, and try to really look for the blessings in everything that's going on in your life right now. And I do feel like gratitude will be the thing that really keeps you going. It keeps us hopeful, and gratitude, more often than not, opens a lot of doors for us and really lets all the blessings come and sweep us off our feet. So keep a positive attitude, I guess you could say. Look for that silver lining, and I do feel like your luck will change soon enough. So the next card is something that you guys may be missing, something that you want to take note of. And we have this Nine of Swords. Okay, so swords energy has to do with the mind, has to do with your wit, has to do with your cognitive patterns, with your ways of thinking, your attitude. This is air energy. And so as something to take note of, I do feel like this is telling you to look at your support system, look at your family, look at your friends, and instead of kind of isolating into your own little world because you're feeling a sense of lack, you're feeling like something's missing, you feel unfulfilled because you're wanting more and you don't have the funds or the means to get it. Instead of kind of going off into la la land and daydreaming about that life, or trying to recover, or feeling sorry for yourself, I do feel like that you need to realize that there are people around you who have your back. You have people who are there for you, people around who are on your team, they're on your side, and they would fight for you, they would die for you. So don't overlook those people in your life. Don't be so concerned with money and so concerned with yourself and your situation that you're ignoring that you have people around you who are there for you, and they want you to come and join them and have fun with them, and they want you to get out of your feelings. They want you to, stop feeling like you're lacking things, and they want you to come and just run with them. They want you to just look at things from their point of view, their perspective. And from their point of view, you are this, strong, capable, amazing person. And they don't like seeing you down. They don't like seeing you at your worst, or they don't like seeing you, beaten up by the world. And they want you, they're kind of pushing you to just get back up, get back on your feet, and to, not look at all the things that are wrong, and to stay positive and be optimistic. But obviously they're giving you your space. They want you to figure that out for yourself. And I do feel like in this position, this is something for you to realize, that you do have people around you who are there for you, supporting you, pushing you, and they're there for you no matter what. They are going to try their hardest, obviously, to get you in that right direction, but they're there for you no matter what. So I do feel like you can take all the time in the world. You can take time to, just to recuperate, to get your thoughts in order, to organize yourself. And if you sometimes you just need, a moment or two to just not do anything at all, and to just do nothing, and to just take it all in, to absorb what's going on. You don't always have to take action. You can just stop, have a timeout. I do feel like the people around you, friends, family, coworkers, and maybe even your loved one, they are allowing you, they're giving you that freedom, that space to just do nothing. They're going to be there for you. But don't overlook those people. Don't think that you have nothing when you have meaningful relationships, bonds with people who actually are there for you. Not everyone can say that, to have somebody, to have people. And I do feel like there's a whole support system around you, to have that kind of support and that love. That's not always, you know, something that people have, and I feel like you need to kind of reprioritize so you get a better perspective and understanding of just how lucky and fortunate you are. All right, so general advice for you Aquarians, we have death. Okay, so don't worry, this is not as scary as it seems. When the death card comes up, this is an amazing time, amazing message. This is a card of transformation, of rebirth, of immense growth. And yes, growth can be painful sometimes, but if you are going through something tough, just know that they are growing pains. Recognize them as such. And when you start to realize that this is for your good, this is for the highest good of yourself, and this is preparing you for you know, this life, this amazing new chapter in your life, then it won't hurt so bad. I promise you, this will have a purpose. I'm not telling you to be, you know, masochistic or anything like that and be like, I love the pain and to suffer. But I do feel like, you know, you guys are kind of taking your time, your sweet time to you know, to go through what you're going through, and you're recovering. You're maybe going through a rest period, and you're kind of, you know, taking a time out, which is good. But at the same time, I feel like some of you may be resisting a change, resisting, you know, the next phase of your life. This death card is so beautiful. It does have, you know, the Grim Reaper, I guess you could say here, but we do have butterflies here, a nice light shining through, and it says here on the tombstone that life is not taken away, life is just changed, okay? So your life is not ending, it is changing, and it is for the better. So this is a major arcana card. This is heavy influence here. And so I do feel like this has been a long time coming, and this is something that is not just like, you know, small time matters. This is a huge change for you, but it's always going to be for your best interest, always going to be making you into a better person and a stronger person at that. So I do feel like if you are kind of suffering and struggling a little bit right now, don't think of it as punishment. This is simply, you know, preparing you for, you know, your next evolved stage, evolved form of yourself. And again, it will be painful in that regard, but you do have people around you. You have such a beautiful support system. And again, that is rare. Don't take that for granted. This is, you know, this is a good thing. This transformation, this growth is a blessing. It's not a curse. So don't think of it as punishment. Don't think of it as, you know, poor me, I have to go through all this. Just embrace it and just know that you are lucky and you are chosen to, you know, you're strong enough to live through this and to become something better, something stronger. And you may, I feel like for some of you, whatever you're going through, it's going to inspire people around you, and it's really going to give other people strength. So through you, other people will really benefit, and really you're going to change someone's life, or, you know, people around you in general, and it's going to trickle out. So your outcome card, Aquarians, is Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, so again, I do feel like there's some sort of resistance when this Wheel of card, which is another major arcana card, shows up in reverse. I feel like some of you may be resisting the change. As general advice, as the Death card, it's saying, you know, just surrender to the will of, if you believe in God, if you believe in, you know, karma or the universe, whatever you want, some higher power, Allah, whatever, you need to surrender to this massive transformation and transcendence that's going on. I do feel like you are hiding out a little bit and you are suffering, and instead of feeling sorry for yourself, the cards are suggesting that you just embrace what's going on. Don't be afraid. it is a very scary time, and I feel like, you know, that sense of almost panic with you guys. There's a fear, definitely, but with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse, you guys are resisting the natural flow, the natural cycle of life. You guys are resisting things that are out of your control, and you guys are only making it hard for yourself. So don't think that you're all alone in this. You do have a support system, and I emphasize that strongly. You have a support system. You have people around you who love you. Look to them as hope. There's this expression, you know, if your heart's filled with faith, then you can't fear. There's no room for fear if you fill your heart up with faith. So look to your faith and look to acceptance of what's going on. Change is always going to happen, and sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down on this Wheel of Fortune, but don't resist. Don't try to, you know, fight the natural order of things. You just have to roll with the punches, and I promise you it will be worth it. This card shows up when you are about to undergo a massive transformation that is going to eventually, if you accept the change, it's going to bring in and usher in a new phase of your life where things just make a lot more sense. You're going to be a lot stronger, and you're going to find so much more happiness and pleasure in your everyday life. So thank you very, very much for watching. I'm going to keep this short. And I just want to say thank you so much to all the people who have been watching me, commenting. I love hearing from you guys. Some of you have been here since the very beginning, and this is great. This is really exciting. I hope that you guys continue to find value in my readings, and that you are inspired, you get some insight from this, and that your lives are ultimately a little bit better and brighter because of it. So again, if you haven't watched your July 2017 tarot reading, watch that. And of course, if you haven't watched your other signs readings as well, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whatever sign you identify with, please check that out as well. And I'll see you guys next time. Stay beautiful. I wish you so much love, peace, strength, and joy, courage to be who you are and to be unapologetically who you are. And I love you guys so much. Thank you.